Good morning, YouTubers. Here is CodeTips. I'm bringing you the first series of HTML tutorial. I'm going to cover all the HTML tags and elements, everything that's included in HTML5. We will be learning here. And this tutorial series I'm starting, it's for beginners. But if you have already learned the HTML, you're still going to enjoy it. So stay tuned. Let's see what we will cover in this tutorial. We're going to check HTML doctype that declares or to say define this document to be HTML5 language, so the website knows which language is being used or which version of HTML is being used. Second thing, we will see the HTML element itself is the root element of the HTML page. So when you will use this element, it's not going to display anything like it will do for other elements that we will see next. But this is very important that all the HTML tags are written inside the HTML tag. Then the another tag comes is the head tag. Its element contains the meta information about the document. What is it? If you want to show the title of the page and the website in the browser, we will use the title tag inside the head. When you add CSS file that is used for the styling of the website, is also added in the head section. And if you want to import Google fonts, or if you want to import Font Awesome or anything, they're also add into head tag, which we will see later on in the tutorial series. Then we have the title, as I mentioned earlier, that is specify the title of the document. So whatever the name will be of your website and the page that you're on, it will show on the browser screen. Then comes the body tag. This element contains the visual page of the website. So under the search bar and the tabs, you see the main content area, and anything that's written inside the body tag will be displayed as our content. Then we have H1 to H6 element that defines a large to small heading. The purpose of this element is to show a different heading, like a main heading should be done with H1 and the other ones should be done with H2 to H6, which we'll see in the detail. And the last tag we will learn is the paragraph tag. So these are the tags we're going to continue today. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to begin with making a folder on my screen. So do a right click. Go to new and click on the folder. You can name whatever you would like. I'm going to just simply name it web practice. Okay, it says it already exists because I had already made one, so I'm going to call it new website. Now I'm going to open this folder in bracket. I'm using the text editor bracket. I also have Atom, but you can choose your favorite text editor or whichever you're already using. Now here is our folder that I made, new website, but it's empty, so I'm going to make here one file. So click right and click on new file, and I'm going to write index.html. That's the file we're going to use, so hit enter. Now we begin with the code. So we will start with the doctype. So I'm going to write in capital letters doctype HTML, and this defines that this is going to be HTML5. Then second you do is write HTML and you close it, and it will also have a closing tag. Hit enter, and inside HTML we're going to write another element called head. This also should be closed, and inside the head I will write the title so we can see what's the title of the website. So I will write title, and I will write title of the website. Okay, I'm going to hit Ctrl S to save this file. I'm going to go on the index.html. I'm going to do right click, show in Explorer. Here's the file. Because I saved with HTML, it shows the sign that it's a website. So I'm going to double click on this. And here it opens on the browser. So if you see up here, it says title of the website, which is the title that we gave in our title tag. Let's take a look on the next tag. So after head, I'm going to start body tag. Now that's the main tag where we're going to be writing all the elements or everything that will show up on the visual page. So the next tag was H1. So I'm going to write here H1. I will write heading size H1. I'm going to save it, and then we're going to go back to the browser, and I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see heading size H1. So whenever you are looking for to make this big heading in the website, we're going to use the H1 tag. Let's take a look on the rest of the text as well. So I'm going to do it H2, heading size H2. I will save it with Ctrl S, and let's take a look on this as well. So refresh, and that's the size of H2. So there are another 4 sizes which I'm going to write, but I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to see me doing it again and again. Okay, I have written all the 6 texts right here. I'm going to save the file again with Ctrl S, and let's take a look on our page. So when you refresh, here are all the sizes from heading size H1 to heading size H6. Now what is the use of these headings? The main heading of the website should be used in H1. That you want to show the main one is the main attraction. And if there's less valuable, important content that you put on the website, should be done on H2. And this is how you keep using less and less and less important tags with a different heading size. So we have one more tag left. Let's take a look on that as well. The paragraph tag. So I'm going to write here P, and then I'm going to write some lorem ipsum. I'm using a shortcut. So I write lorem 50, and when I hit tab, it's going to bring me the 50 words, but this is using a plugin called Emmet. So if you do not know, I will make a tutorial about this as well, where you can take a look. But right now it's about HTML, so we're gonna stick with this. I'm gonna save this file, Ctrl S. Let's take a look on our web. So refresh it, and here is the content of the paragraph. So you will see that if H5 and paragraph, they size the same, but they still look the different. So you don't want to use the heading tags when it comes to paragraph. You want to make sure it is done in paragraph. So this is for this tutorial, and let's see what we will learn in the next tutorial. So our next tutorial will cover the header element, which will be the main part where we put all our logo, our search bar, our links that goes in a header. Then we will see the footer element. So if you will see in the website, on the end of the page is the footer part where you write copyrights and other useful links like a privacy policy and all those things. Then we have the third one called anchor tag. So all the links that we make should be in anchor element. And then we will also take a look on unordered list, ordered list, list item, and break tag. and we will see what is their use, how do we use them in the website, and how we write the code. So this is for today, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.